Taylor County. You are tuned into Teller Time, broadcasting bright and lively from the historic Emmer Cabin in beautiful Woodland Park. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by the Eat Pass Historical Society, keeping our stories alive and our community connected. As we wrap up this whirlwind month, February, your energetic and possibly sleep-deprived duo of Thom and Charlie are right here with you, ready to bring the laughs, the local love, and a whole lot of good vibes. So get ready to be enlightened, educated, and entertained. Coffee up, because this is Teller Time.
Yeah.
All right. Every now and then, someone steps into the room who seems to shift the air before they even speak. A creator whose vision just doesn't decorate a space, it transforms it. Today, that presence belongs to our guest. She moves through color, texture, and light the way some people move through stories, quietly, intentionally, and with a kind of magic you only notice once the room feels different. We have the owner and interior designer of Blue Mountain Creative. She's the mind behind the spaces that whisper, welcome, and wonder. Teller County, prepare to meet Kristen Roberts.
Hi, Kristen. So glad you made it here today. You know, after leaving the snowbound New England, this is a beautiful day out here. We're recording this past Friday, and I heard you had a lot of wind and all kinds of stuff going on here. But man, I'll tell you right now, it's almost like summer out there. But how are you been? And it's great to have you. We want to hear a lot about you. So.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for that poetic introduction.
See?
He's the master of oratory.
I love that. Yeah, you're going to tell us a little bit about what you do, and does Feng Shui play a role in what you do?
Oh, okay. Yes,
See?
I've actually been looking into Feng Shui a little bit, but so just to give you kind of a background of how I got into design, about 10 years ago, I was in a different field that I wasn't too passionate about, and I ended up deciding I'm going to go to college and pursue interior design. So I made that happen. I went to college back in Kansas and graduated, and shortly started a design business out in Kansas City. Had that running for a couple of years, and then I came out to see my sister for her wedding in 2016 in Colorado. I'd never been to the mountains, and I just fell in love.
Of course.
I mean, this is a very typical story. People come to Colorado, they just fall in love, and I'm very health conscious, so I like being in the outdoors. I like having a mountain to climb. When I lived in the Springs, I would do the incline every week. So basically, I just made it happen, made the move out here, started in the Springs. And what I like to, so I had two houses in the Springs, and what I like to call slow flipping. So basically, it's flipping houses, but while you live in them and you stay there for a couple years, just because it's just better financially that way if you stay for a couple of years as far as taxes go. So I started in a tiny little condo off Garden of the Gods, and stayed there for like 2.5 years and flipped that. And I did most of the work myself.
Wow.
So we're talking not like major, but like minor electrical, switching out outlets, switching out light fixtures. I can do plumbing, installing a sink, backsplashes, installing flooring, all that stuff. So then moved to a larger house, and then finally, I've always wanted to be in Woodland Park. Colorado Springs was a little bit of a compromise for me. So, not knocking Colorado Springs. I love Colorado Springs for a larger city, but I always wanted to be up here in Woodland Park, Teller County. So finally, it's funny, the house I'm in now is an A-frame, and I love this A-frame. It's so tiny, but it has so much character. It's just like, something out of a storybook.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it's very easily seen from a major road, and I remember coming up for Adventures in the Mountains, while I lived, down in the Springs, and always looking over at it and glancing, oh, what a cute little house. Wouldn't that be nice to live there? And like just timing worked out, and I ended up fitting it, and it needed some love. So
Yeah, yeah.
I spent the first 2 years just fixing it up. I mean, I touched every surface of that house inside and out. So now it definitely,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. And after I finished the renovating that, I was just like, I think it's time I use my degree again and put myself out there. I just, it was a fresh startup here for me, and I wanted to. So I started joining groups like Toastmasters and other business groups, and nonprofits for like Kiwanis.
Right.
Just wanted to be in the community, and so basically just put myself out there, and also started my design business around the same time.
So let me interrupt for a minute. There seems to be a general vibe. We get a lot of people speaking on the podcast about how they feel, what draws them to Teller County, Woodland Park. What is your maybe one or two vibes that you get? Whether it was the first day you're up here or the vibe that you get now being up here. How long have you been up here in Woodland Park?
About 3 years.
Okay, so let's see if your vibe, you pick up on the vibes that a lot of other people, pick up on.
Well, my first vibe that I pick up on is people want to help each other.
Bingo.
There it is.
Yes.
It's amazing because I'm originally from a very small town in Missouri, and maybe it was just, because I was young, I didn't notice that kind of stuff. But I'm older now, and I'm out in the community, and I have been meeting a lot of people, and it's
Yeah.
just, it's so inspiring to see. I hear little stories every week
Mm-hmm.
that are just like, wow, like people actually care.
See, there you go.
They do. Yeah, that's so true. And this is to me this is really interesting because my family and myself from basically Liberty, Missouri, right outside of Kansas City.
Okay.
So I grew up there pretty much, most of it, and so I can relate to what you're talking about for sure, man. And what town was it in?
Peculiar, Missouri, where the odds are with you.
Peculiar. Okay.
Well, if you live in Dubai, you'd be in the center of the known universe. That's what they say.
Oh,
So,
exactly.
anyway, no, that's great. So I can relate to a lot of what you mean. So
continue telling us a little bit more about
yes,
interest, more about you. This is Blue Mountain, so please continue.
Okay. Yeah. So just basically, I started Blue Mountain Creative about a year and a half to 2 years ago, and it's been growing. And I credit that mostly to the people around me. Like we build each other up
Right.
and support each other, and it's just been very inspiring. Most of my referrals come from people I know, and those are the best types of referrals.
oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I think organic is kind of the way to explain how businesses happen up here. A lot of people I think try and force a change, force their business, but sometimes it's just you got to sit back. I mean, do your due diligence, but just sit back and just like the mountains, just like the trees, just let it grow naturally. Being a business owner for at least 12 years, just let it grow naturally, and you will find the support from people from the surrounding area to keep you upright and keep your business going. How's that for a cliche?
Well, I'll say,
Yeah.
you're on your game today. So on your business itself, I have to ask because only because I'm curious about it. Do you stage for realtors or anything prior to sale, their home sale?
I did test around with that for a little bit, but the logistics of a home staging company is a lot.
Oh yeah,
The amount of furniture
I can't imagine.
that you have to buy. So I did play around with that, and I do offer home staging, but it's not like full home staging.
Okay.
So if someone's selling their home, I can certainly come in and give some ideas, and we can move things around and add, paintings and lighting's super important in staging. If it's bad lighting, it's not going to take good photos. It's not going to show well. So there's definitely things I can certainly do to help with the
Nice.
sell of a home.
It's good to know. Yeah.
You're not selling anytime soon, right?
No, but my curiosity is because there's a property I oversee north of Divide, and it sounds like in sometime in the near future, not necessarily staging it, but taking you up on your services of design.
Oh, exactly.
It's a it's one of these southwestern style homes, the adobes. Yeah, and it's got I mean, it looks just like it belongs in New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
So, but it's a big house. It's almost 5,000 square feet. And it's much better. It'll sleep 18.
Oh, wow.
The way it is now, but it's got bunk room, all that. So personally, I like it a little differently now, because that was done almost 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Well, Southwest style is one of my favorites. I love going down to Santa Fe.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of neat to like see something so different because
Mm-hmm.
I mean we have a very typical style up here, so it's nice to see a little bit of a different style house for sure.
I know.
So continue. Yeah, continue.
So my people always ask me like what services I offer, and I do whole home design, but my specialty and my favorite is kitchen and bath, and especially kitchens because I am very like I definitely do focus on aesthetics, but I'm very focused on function and how you move through a room and how the room makes you feel. What activities are you doing in that room? And a kitchen, there are so many challenges with a kitchen. I like to compare it to a game of Tetris. It's like a game of Tetris
Right.
to me. Like just you have to make all the pieces fit.
Yes. Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about feng shui. I don't know if many people know about that. I know a little bit about it with, putting a mirror across from your front door because as you go in, I think it like bounces off the evil spirits that are coming in with you type concepts.
Ooh.
Okay, and then having a bright, your main focus front door is going to be a bright color, preferably I think red.
Red is very energizing. Good energy coming in.
Well, that's about the extent of the feng shui, but it's just a cool word to say. But it does have a lot how your place is laid out, the energy, how it looks. You want to feel comfortable, so you want to have your place laid out just like a dream house. So can you elaborate? I know you said you're sort of maybe starting to get into that a little bit, but obviously that plays a role in what you do.
Yes, so we studied feng shui in college, so it's been a while since I've actually like applied. But there's a lot of things from feng shui that apply in design in general. One thing that comes to mind is like a master bedroom. When you walk into your bedroom, you don't want to walk into the side of the bed. You want to walk in and you want that headboard on the far
On the other
far
side.
wall.
Yeah.
Another as far as like even on the exterior, you don't want a house that's at a T intersection because bad energy, but someone could like slide at the stop sign right into your house, and it's happened.
Oh yeah.
So it applies inside and out, and it really just has to do with flow and energy. You want that flow to be able to, you want to be able to move through your home, whether it's you or just energy in general. So, but I'm definitely planning to research a little bit more on that and a refresher on that because it's something I'd like to incorporate more.
I think it's just interesting.
Yeah, flow seems to be the key word in your industry, but a lot of other ones with house construction, with painting homes on the inside, they need to flow through our flooring. You know what I mean? It flows through the home. I mean, my family and I was involved a little bit in home building at one point. I do know sort of my uncle called it funk shui, which it's not funk. Anyway, it was his thing. Anyway, but to him, it was like when you open the door of your home, not just maybe a mirror, but a focal point, like a fireplace or something. The big thing is the entry of your home. And entry doors.
Exactly.
The dogs greeting you? Aren't the dogs greeting you at the front door like a football?
Yeah.
You know my dog.
Your big black one that you trip over?
That I trip over, yes.
Dogs are always important in design. I picked out my furniture based on my dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's hear that story. What kind of dogs you got, and what kind of furniture do you get based on your dog?
So I have 2 beagles. At one point, I did have 3, and so they have all 3 colors of fur, which
Yes.
makes it almost impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Right.
cute, but they shed for a lot. So I basically matched my sofa to their head.
Yeah.
I ordered swatches, and I really I put it up to their head.
That's awesome. Wow.
So ended up going with a cognac color.
Yeah.
It matches
Nice.
perfectly, and
Yes.
they love hanging out on the sofa, and
That's brilliant.
yeah,
Really.
it still looks good.
I bet you don't have any rabbits around your house. I mean,
Uh,
they're rabbit dogs, pretty much.
Yes,
Yeah.
one of them, Paisley, I think she was bred. They're both rescues from Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
So
Good for you.
I can definitely see that Paisley was bred to hunt rabbits.
Right.
I don't see rabbits as much up here, at least on my property, but down in the Springs, I mean, if she saw a rabbit,
Oh, yeah.
Rabbits and
she would-
squirrels.
well, she didn't really care about the squirrels,
Oh,
but if it was a
Rabbits.
rabbit,
Yes.
everyone
Dinner.
in a 2-mile radius would know.
Oh, yeah. They bugle after the rabbit.
Yes, exactly.
I know. Yeah.
All right, so what else? What else you got for us?
Well, yeah, so I love kitchen and bath design, and that keeps me pretty busy. But I'd say my other passion is hiking. That's where I get my inspiration, and I can tell, when I haven't been outside for a while,
Yeah.
I need to get outside and I need to go on a hike.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of my passions, and there's a few hikes that a lot of people don't really know about. I mean, we have the typical hikes, and they're beautiful. I'm not knocking on any of them. They're just so beautiful, like the crags,
Oh,
and even
yes.
here in Woodland Park, if I'm running errands, I will stop at Level Gulch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to have a house backed up to that would be a dream. Just go out your back
Isn't that
door.
right?
But there's one hike that had been on my bucket list for 8 years, and I had really psyched myself out reading the all trail reviews. It's called the Skagway Power Plant. Have you heard of
Absolutely.
it?
Yes.
I am obsessed with Skagway Power
It's a
Plant.
little challenge getting there, but it's worth it.
Have you been out there?
Yes, I droned it. I mean, when I was
Oh, wow.
flying drones and stuff. But yeah, no, that, and it's funny you mentioned the Crags. When I moved here, it was the very first place I went. I hiked up there, yeah.
Oh, I love the
Yeah.
crags.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just so beautiful.
But you got to do the power plant.
Oh, yeah. I did last.
Oh, you
yeah.
did?
Yes, I did do it.
Oh,
Finally.
extraordinary.
So I have a hiking group. I didn't want to go by myself.
No, well,
It's pretty intense.
it is.
So there's 7 river crossings, making it 14 when you come back.
Right.
And it's a little different than a typical hike because you go down first and then you
Yes.
come back up.
Yes.
And we did this in August, so I would do some things differently next time. But we started pretty early. On the way back, it was brutal coming up that hill
It
in the
is.
middle of August. But
Oh, yeah.
that place is amazing.
It is.
And just the history, and there was a family that lives there and
Yeah.
had their grandchildren visit. I mean, they had this little oasis.
It's really true. That's so true. And one of the earliest power plants ever built for Cripple Creek and Victor area, I think it was. No, you picked a good one. That's an awesome. It's a challenge,
Oh,
and it's a good thing you didn't go by yourself because it's there's so many different things that could really mess you up.
yeah.
Well, you know that.
Well, my friend had some tumbles.
Well, that's it.
But we helped each other and
Yeah.
just stay. It's not well maintained.
No.
So it was almost like bushwhacking
Yep.
and just
Yeah.
we got off the trail a few times even with our navigation. And then when you get there, a lot of people spend the night, and that's my
Yep.
plan for the next time I do go, which will probably have to be late summer, early fall.
Yeah.
I'd love to go in the spring, but that's a terrible time to go because the
No.
water is so high.
Right.
I mean, up to your,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh
So,
no, it's
so it's for intermediate, you'd say intermediate
Uh,
explorers, hikers,
it
or
would
more
be
advanced?
even
more
more
advanced,
advanced.
Okay.
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
advanced, but
Okay.
I love that place. I love history, I love design, and I like hiking. So
And
it
all
combines
those.
all of those together.
Yeah.
Uh, One other hike that a lot of people don't know about is Harmonica Arch, and that's in Lost Creek Wilderness, which is just right on the other side of the county line in Park County.
Okay.
So
No, I'm not real familiar with that.
I'll have to show you a photo.
Yeah.
But it is like it is the largest natural arch in the area. There's not really a lot of arches around here.
Not here. Yeah.
So, and that's another rugged one. There's river. I mean, you have to have good balance to go over logs, crossing rivers, but once you get there, this is the payoff. It's just we are so lucky to live here.
Oh, isn't
It's
that
like
right?
every time I go on a hike like that, like I feel like Indiana Jones.
No, it's extraordinary. Isn't it? It's true. It's true. So, no, I was just going to ask you. So on your list you have with hiking and everything. What do you got next going on?
Oh, I didn't. We can go back to design. I forgot to tell you my favorite designs I've done.
Yeah.
So one is still being worked on, but it was just amazing when I got the call because I've always wanted to work on an Airstream. I've always wanted to own an Airstream. So the next best thing is to design an Airstream for a client. So that's
You actually been able to do that on Airstream?
yeah,
You,
it's being worked on right now, and I can't wait to get the after photos. But it was really cool because they weren't using it in a typical way. They wanted it to be like a bar hangout area lounge for
a
most
man cave.
for most of the year, but then they take like one trip down to the Grand Canyon.
Ooh.
So and then the wife is an artist, so
Oh.
incorporating some of her artwork.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to go anxious to see those photos.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to see
I'm
that
really
too.
excited to check in with them and see how that's going. And yeah, it's just been. I love I love unique projects, just like my house. I love A-frames. I love challenging spaces. I
Right.
like where there's something that no one else can figure out. So those are my favorite kind. And then also I worked on an Airbnb uh, where she does, let's see, it's like assisted coaching with horses. So they have a
Ooh.
ranch and
Ooh.
like three to five horses, and they had an extra spot in their house that where they could just like basically close the door, one door, and split their house into two essentially. They decided, oh, let's make this into an Airbnb, like a retreat where they can
So they
hang.
can rent out one side of it or something.
Yes, and then like also hang out with the horses and do all that. So I remember walking in the room first, and I saw this black and white checkered floor. I'm like, okay, are we keeping this or are we getting rid of this? And she's like, oh, we're keeping this. I'm like, all right,
50s diner.
yeah. So we went retro horse theme,
Okay.
and so I'll show photos
I'd love
too.
to see.
And then the last one that we're working on is a bathroom in Broadmoor. I'm super excited about this one. Uh, so the client, she goes to Hawaii every year, and she brings back, baskets and shells, and like has a favorite artist, and she really, her job is very demanding, and she wants a retreat when she comes home. So it's Hawaiian inspired. It will feel very calm and relaxing. Soaking tub, red light therapy sauna,
Ooh.
luxury shower.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite bathrooms.
Nice. Nice. All right. So you talk about your involvement in Teller County. What groups are you involved with?
Well, so I'm involved in quite a few different groups. Some of them are more related to my business, and some are more related to working with nonprofits. Uh, like T-Crest. I like to do the doggy day out.
I love that.
Do you know about the doggy
Oh
day out?
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was so amazing. I used to volunteer at Humane Society down the Springs
Oh,
and walk the dogs there, but they don't let you take them off their little paved path. So when I found out T-Crest was like, you could just pick up a dog and take it for a hike,
oh
or
yeah.
even
Take it home. I
take
think,
it
right?
home, or
Yes.
take it to a brewery, or
Yeah.
whatever. And
Take
then
it to a brewery. Yeah.
yeah, whatever you want to do, just to get the dog out.
I
So
know.
I love that. And that's something I haven't done it for a couple months, so I need to
I
do
do
that again.
appreciate I've worked with T-Crest for many, many years. In fact, that's where my dog came from originally. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. And then they had the little bandana
Oh,
that says
yeah.
adopt me. So you're kind of like promoting the dog and take photos and post it on social media,
Yeah.
like just trying to get the dog a good home. So I love that.
And not take it home yourself, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, I
That's
Well,
a challenge.
I can't bring my dog. Like, I do that when I don't have my dogs with me, but
yeah.
I have my dogs with me a lot. But when I don't, I'm like, okay, I need to stop by T-Crest and pick up the dog.
That's great.
Yeah. And then another nonprofit that does a lot for the community that I recently joined is Kiwanis.
Mhm.
So I found out about Kiwanis through another group that I joined was Teller Business Builders, and they have like a little table that they go to the monthly bingo,
Yes.
which Kiwanis puts on.
Right.
So and it's such a great time. If you've never been to bingo, I definitely recommend it.
One of our board members really is one of the prominent organizers of that. She's also in Kiwanis.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, his book, you might know her.
I think I met her.
Yeah.
Glasses, ponytail, you probably know more the face than the name.
Maybe. So yeah, that was the most recent one that I joined, and I had the pleasure of participating in Breakfast with Santa. So
Fun
that was
deal.
fun.
Yes.
Me and my friend Michelle Barley, she's a photographer. We kind of named the Santa before Santa photo area, kind of just keeping everyone in line and making sure they can get their group family photos. So that was super fun. And that was a super eventful day because then that evening I participated in the Above the Lights Above the Clouds parade. I was one of the float judges, and I
Nice.
was representing Toastmasters.
Okay.
So I and Toastmasters and two other Kiwanis and another one. It's always three nonprofits that
Yeah.
are running the parade.
Yeah.
This year is Toastmasters last year, and I
Oh.
get to still participate. We're already meeting about it.
Nice,
It
yeah.
takes a lot of planning.
Oh, it does.
But so I was able to be a judge, and then afterwards at the award ceremony, I was able to speak in front of like 100 people.
Isn't that
which-
fun?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, and I haven't said this yet, but like one of the reasons I joined Toastmasters is I'm actually very shy and introverted at heart, and
I don't see that.
it was one of my New Year's resolutions in 2025 to just, put myself out there. I knew I had a lot to offer, not only with my business side, but just helping with the community. And I felt like, being shy is kind of holding me back here.
Mhm.
So Toastmasters is I credit them with so much of my growth over the last year. They're really amazing.
Oh, it helps.
Been so supportive.
And we know they meet where, when?
They meet on Friday at 11 a.m. at the Woodland Park Library.
There you go. Good job. Good
Very
promo.
top floor. So actually going there after this and making a speech. So
Yeah.
I'm getting warmed up here.
That's it. That's right. So yeah, but Tim's great with that too. We had
Oh.
him on. He talked a lot about that too. Yeah. So
And I think actually, Jim, the group, Toastmasters, they're, I think, getting involved with the 4th of July.
Yes.
All right, we just
Yeah.
had our meeting yesterday for the 4th of July. We're getting that ready. Because this year, actually, you probably remember it, this year is a big year because it is 50 years for
Well,
the Historical Society,
it's
right?
fit. Well, yes, 50-year anniversary for the Historical Society, 250th year anniversary for the country, and 150 for Colorado State.
Wow.
And this will be the 60th year for the Memorial Park 4th of July. parade.
So there's
Wow,
all
there's a
this.
lot.
So it's going to be this summer. It's going to be wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
Oh
it.
yeah, it's going to be great.
buckle up.
It's going to be great.
Anything else we've left out before we move on to our next fun part of the podcast?
That's fun. Oh, yeah.
I thought this is the fun part.
It's all fun, but you're really
There you
going to
go.
love this creativity of the
There you go.
oratorio.
I mean, I think we covered a lot. I just design and hiking are like.
Trust me, I know it. So, yeah.
So give us your contact info, website info, and anything you have for your hiking.
Oh, so my hiking Instagram is Kristen B hiking, BE.
BE.
Yeah, BE hiking. Kristen B hiking, and it's linked to my Blue Mountain Creative account. They're cross linked, so if you find Blue Mountain Creative, you can find Kristen B hiking. But these are my two passions.
Kristen hiking in the wilderness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
So if I'm not designing, I'm usually hiking.
All right. So part of our podcast is throwing funny questions at our guests or guest. Okay, let's see what we can do with you, Kristen.
Okay.
Exactly. When you walk into a space for the first time, what's the very first thing your eyes go to?
The first thing that my eyes go to is usually the ceiling. But when I walk into a space, and I don't think most people can do this, some people can't. Like I can actually like erase everything in my mind into a box, like a blank space, a clean slate. So I think that's one thing that really helps me. A lot of people that request interior design services, they can't do that. They
You
need
could probably make a lot of money with that ability. I mean,
yes,
gain that ability.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I'm looking at this space right now, and I can basically like see how I would draw it out in my CAD program, and just all the lines. I see all the lines, and there's so many possibilities. The possibilities are endless. Like you give me a 10 by 10 box, I mean,
Nice.
and I design it for the client. That's another thing I like. My approach. There are some designers like where like they have their style, which that's cool, but I really try to design for the client.
Mm-hmm.
It might not necessarily be my favorite style or taste, but I want the client. It's for the client. It's not for me.
But you do probably try and throw a little of your influence in there and try and steer them more towards what your focus. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, if there's something that's really like they really like something and then they like something else, and I'm just like, that's great, but these two things don't go together. So, there's always I really want to steer my clients in the right direction, and for me to be able to envision what something is going to look like before it actually happens, and then also show them 3D renderings so they can see it instead of me just describing it or like, oh, don't do this. Like, if I show it to them, then they're going to agree.
So you don't walk in and see their dog and pull out your swatches or anything.
Maybe.
All right.
That's great.
How do you balance creativity with the unique personality of Teller County home businesses? How do you balance creativity with the unique personality of Teller County home and businesses?
Well, I mean, living here in a mountain town, there is a very distinct aesthetic. Okay. And when I first started, I thought, oh, I'm just going to be doing a lot of like rustic
mountains and cowboys.
Yeah, it's either rustic or it's like mountain modern. Okay. And those are pretty different.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, I've seen a lot of people wanting different types of styles. So that really helps me. When I first started, I thought I was going to kind of be boxed in with those two styles, and that's not the case. So I think there's a lot of transplants, like say from like Florida, that actually want like a beach theme, like the bathroom I was just talking about. So I feel like living here, and having this business, I've really been able to kind of stretch my creativity.
Flex your muscles.
Yes, flex
awesome.
some muscles.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully this won't won't offend anyone. You can choose to answer or not. What is one design trend you would love to see disappear?
Sorry.
Well, this one's a little bit of a struggle because I get requests for white kitchen cabinets all
Eee,
all the time.
eee.
And okay, so white cabinets, white's classic. It
Yes.
is. It's timeless, it's classic, but it's not
Okay.
really exciting.
No.
And the recent Airbnb I did, she had a very strict timeline, so we ended up having to go with some white cabinets just because they were
Mhm.
easily available the next day.
Yeah.
Essentially, she wanted pictures like 3 weeks later after starting the project. And so, okay, we're going with white cabinets, but we're adding color through the hardware. We're adding color through the backsplash.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's a
The
very
accents.
yeah,
Countertop.
the countertop. So, and I'll show you the space. Like you don't. It's a very color. It's one of the most colorful spaces. So I was able to work
Definitely send
around
that
that.
to us.
Yes.
So Charlie knows that funny questions we move right into the lightning round. Let's get ready and see what she knows. How about your favorite color?
Blue
All right, that's a good one.
and green.
All right. Favorite texture?
Linen.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. What does clean linen smell like? All these air fresheners have clean linen.
Smells good.
How about a favorite challenge? What was maybe one of your favorite challenges that you maybe raised an eyebrow, but then you successfully turned it into something that you liked?
Well, I recently started painting.
Okay.
So actually, my sister, she is amazing. She's an amazing artist, watercolors and everything. And for some reason, well, I kind of nurtured that as a child, and then it went away. And I realized I went to actually a class through Hunt Homestead, a painting class with goats there. I went mainly for the goats, but then I ended up leaving liking painting.
Nice.
You
So,
can't stare at them too long. Your business is an art form itself.
well, thank you.
No, truly,
Yeah,
because
it's 3D art.
yeah, right. I've seen it done, and I've seen it done really well, and I've seen it done not so well. But in my own opinion, but it's like art of any kind. It's in the eye of the beholder. But if you've got that touch, that tells me and everybody else, I believe, that you're an artist.
There you go.
Truly, truly, yeah.
What's your favorite pattern to work with?
Oh, that one's a hard one because I get tired of things quickly.
All right. There you go.
So, like, say when I am like designing for someone or my own home, and I hear this a lot from my clients. Like, they want to be able to switch things up.
Okay.
So, I always say, start with a neutral base and switch things up, different patterns, textures, through throw pillows, rugs, curtains, to build to kind of just play around with that. But I'd have to say, as far as patterns go, anything that's like botanical that reminds me of being outdoors. If I'm not outside, I want to feel like I'm outside.
Absolutely.
All right. I think I know the answer to this one. But mountains or ocean?
Um,
All right. Vintage or modern?
that's hard. Vintage. I inherited so many cool things from my dad.
Yeah.
So I love incorporating vintage and things that have meaning.
Right.
There you go.
I can't stand like just going to a store to just buy stuff and buy stuff. Like collected items.
Heirloom.
Yeah, heirlooms.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Bold or subtle?
Subtle with pops of bold.
All right. Let's get ready for this.
Well said.
Yeah, I know. That's a hard one. Neutrals or color?
Color.
All right. Well, friends, that's the magic of Kristen Roberts turning ordinary rooms into. Wait, why does this feel so good? So we got to give our huge thanks for hanging out today with us guys, and we have talked about your website information, any other pertinent details. podcaster people need to know about? Anything coming up? Any events? Anything else you want to promote before we roll on to more fun?
My website's bluemountaicreative.net, and I also I've been teaming up with a custom closet company. So it's not only closets, but basically anywhere you can envision organization. We can do organization inside garages,
Right. Oh, that's huge.
offices, like any type of organization. I've been teaming up with the Closet Factory, and they are an amazing company. It kind of just fell in my lap. Someone contacted me for closet design, and I had to start researching closet companies.
Yeah.
And they came up, and I was just floored with all they have like 1,000 reviews. It's like 4.9 stars.
Huh.
So
Wow.
it's been great teaming up with them. So I'm hoping to have even more custom closet.
Do you do
projects.
the same thing with other like contractors such as painters or flooring people? You have contacts?
Well, depending on the project, if it's a very small project, like we're just picking paint colors, I'll refer a painter. But if it's like a large remodel, then I have a few trusted contractors that I reach out to, and they contact the client directly.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Teller County, more fun coming your way. It's time for those wonderfully weird, delightfully random, and occasionally head-scratching nuggets of knowledge. Thanks.
Yes, sorry.
Also called Did You Know? All right. Charlie,
Oh no. Don't
did
do
you
this.
know? Did you know? Did you know there's a Colorado town that celebrates a frozen dead guy?
You know, I think is it Telluride or Ouray? Coloradans call it Ouray, or I always mispronounce it. I say Ouray. It's
You're right.
Ouray. Yeah.
This one is talking about Nederland. Netherland?
Netherlands.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
17 miles west of Boulder and 50 miles northwest of Denver. They hold a frozen dead guy day. And it's going to be held this year at Estes Park from March 27th to March 29th.
Do they do that every year?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I guess he never thaws out.
No.
Put that on the calendar.
All right, Kristen, how about, did you know the Gold Camp Victorian Society keeps alive stories from the 1890s that were never written down? For example, the whispers miners swore they heard in the dark, the shadows that moved when no lantern was lit, and the fortunes that vanished as quickly as they were found.
Well, that
I did not know
happened.
that.
Well, what happened a lot of in Purple Creek, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, just you need to look around this where we're sitting right now for this podcast. There's
Okay.
You even got the dolls with the eyes that seem to move with you.
He always, you know what? He always gravitates towards the dolls for some reason. I don't know what that's about.
Annabelle. All right. And that, folks, concludes my daily dose of wait, what? But now that your brains are warmed up and slightly confused, it's time to shift gear. Let's trade fun facts for fancy vocabulary. All right, buckle up because it's time for our word of the day. The word is mumpsimus. Mumpsimus, just like it says, Mumpsi, M as in Mary.
Yes, I know that. I had it when I was a kid.
I know, mumpsimus.
I had that when I was a kid.
It's a noun.
Okay.
Okay. Definition is a person who insists on doing things in an incorrect way.
Oh.
But now, so check out this sentence. This is kind of interesting. Here's a sentence with its usage. Even after being corrected, the mumpsimus continued to write for all intensive purposes instead of for all intents and purposes.
So the synonym of that would be dingbat.
But I think everyone says it, for all intensive purposes, for all instead of forwards there instead of for all intents and purposes.
Oh gosh.
See, little speech fun there.
Okay.
Wasn't that fun? Yeah. So again, it's not going to come up in every day. All right. So from Woodland Park to Divide, Purple Creek to Fluorescent. And how do you pronounce is it fluorescent? Fluorescent?
I pronounce it fluorescent.
Fluorescent.
Actually, that was originally a guy that moved from Florissant outside of St. Louis.
Yes, Florida,
You knew
Missouri.
that. You knew it.
All right, we got the pulse on the people, places, events that keep our community moving. Let's take a look at what's coming up around Teller County and the surrounding area. We have a big St. Patrick's Day parade happening March 14th, starting at 12 noon. They are in need of sponsorship and partner participants. Excuse me. You need to go to the Mountaire website, Mountaire, the dance people, the Irish dancers. That's what you need to find. New dining establishment is opening soon in Green Mountain Falls. It's called the Columbine Pour, Pour, because it's whiskey related. Columbine Pour House, located in the Green Mountain Falls Lodge. Yeah, that's a P, not a W.
Right.
Okay, they're looking to open soon. It's going to be a neat place. You won't believe the views and the gorgeous interior. You'll love the interior. It's a log cabin type. I hear they have some tempting desserts too. I don't know how true that could be.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the food, they're still working on the food, but definitely go online, Facebook, look at what their place is all about. We've got the Colorado Mission University doing their dental clinic at Cripple Creek and Victor, the high school, and it's happening Saturday, the 25th of September, Friday, with the doors opening 6 a.m. So get there early because they will service a lot of people, and it is all free, of course, within reason, but they have a lot going on there. So if you need some dental work, get up there.
Even they say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Kid Black Boxing Club up in Cripple Creek presents Jack Dempsey Days, a USA Boxing sanctioned pro-am event at the Double Eagle Hotel and Casino. That's happening Friday, June 19th. You can call 719-689-5000 for more
I'm really
information.
surprised you're not going to be involved with that.
No, I'd be the Golden Gloves, but I don't think they have any Golden Gloves going on up
Oh,
there.
no. Okay. All right.
Woodland Park Senior High School Panthers players are proudly presenting Grease.
Oh.
Grease is the word. Okay, showing April 9th through 11th at 7 p.m. and April 12th at 1 p.m. That's going to be, if anyone's been to some of their plays, I'm sure that's going to be just as phenomenal as anything else. And like I said last week, I want to see how they transform Sandy from sweet little Sandy into naughty little Sandy. But yeah, go to, if you want to find information on that, just look up the word Grease on Facebook, punch that in, it'll take you right to their homepage. The March Chamber of Commerce After Hours will be at Hardcastle Home Services on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, starting at 5:30. And yes, they're going to have some really good treats there also. Yeah, a little mix of sweets and food items. Easter egg hunt, 10,000 eggs this year is happening April 4th. It's hosted by 10,000 eggs. They haven't started stuffing them yet, but that's going to be hosted by the Divide Mountain Explorers. That's Saturday, April 4th from 11 to 1 at Memorial Park.
I'm glad the price of eggs have gone down somewhat. I mean, really think about it. Of course, they might go up after that because of the demand,
If you've been to this, those 10,000 eggs will be gone in if it takes 15 minutes at that park.
Oh,
Because
wow.
they get a lot of kids and
Oh, yeah.
everyone's just running young and old, so another place to get there early. Attention Pokemon and other card collectors. The Colorado Phoenix Project will be holding a trading card event Sunday, March 15th from 1:30 to 5:30 in Colorado Springs at 1175 Kelly Johnson Boulevard. For more information on that, you can go to the Colorado Phoenix Project Facebook page. That's going to be interesting if you have any interest in trading cards, baseball cards, Pokemon, anything like that. Join them down there. See, maybe you have an old card that Dad's had in his closet that you might not know about. Destination Art, Pikes Peak, and Reserve Art Gallery here in Woodland Park have an art weekend coming up. March 6th is Art Walk, and March 7th is their Art Gala. And if you haven't even been inside the Reserve Art Gallery yet, it's located in the Woodland Park Professional Building. It's across from Cafe Leo. You can stop in and see what they have because each month I think they change the theme, so it's phenomenal. The artistry work, the artwork that is up here. Okay, we have Family Movie Night coming up at Community Partnership March 6th at 5:45. They're showing Zootopia. And you can call Amy at Community Partnership for more information. Okay, the Woodland Park Junior and Senior High School is having a meet and greet. So come talk to teachers, talk to the principals. That's going to be Wednesday, March 11th from 5 to 6 p.m. And then they're going to be doing a band instrument introduction from 6 to 7 o'clock. The Grange up in Florissant is holding a chili cook-off March 7th at 2 p.m.
Sounds good.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
When
Yeah.
is that? March.
March 7th at 2 p.m.
It'd be chilly. It'd be chilly weather.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
So many things going on at the Woodland Park Library, with one of them being a celebration of Dr. Seuss's birthday. What was your favorite Dr. Seuss book, Charlie?
The favorite? Oh man, there were so many. It was more like I like the guys who's the I can't even remember who they are, but they all had the question mark on it. Who was that? The who?
Okay.
Who's who?
Kristen, do you have a favorite Dr. Seuss, or were you?
Oh, well, I love the Grinch and the
Yeah,
the classic Cat in the Hat.
You bet.
Of course, you can't forget Green Eggs and Ham, right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, see? So that's going to be March 3rd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with crafts, activities, and snacks. All right, well, folks, that's a wrap on today's Teller Time. Charlie and I are heading out with big smiles and full hearts. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Remember, we can be found on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Facebook, and YouTube. So please subscribe, hit the like button, and send any thoughts or questions to tellertime25, all one word, at gmail.com. Coming up in the future, we will be looking for sponsors, sponsorships. We're going to be working on some different levels, platforms to get some sponsors in here, get some advertising going on for other businesses. So if you're interested, please keep that in the back of your mind, and we'll be following up on that within the next week or two.
Yeah, if you'd like it, part of that is if you'd like a 15, 30-second commercial you can use, not just with us, but anybody else. You can have full ownership of that. So we can help produce that. No cost except for sponsoring.
Charlie is a magician when it comes to editing. So, yes.
Well, you're too kind.
There you go. All right. But yeah, keep an eye on that. Again, it's going to be very cost effective for new businesses or old business, but just to get the word out and just sort of help again what it's all about in this community. People helping people, businesses helping businesses. So in closing, the world barely bends to our wishes, but it always responds to our choices. Walk through the rest of your day choosing steadiness over hurry, clarity over noise, and character over comfort. That's where a good life is built, one small decision at a time. That's Teller Time. Be well, people.